This episode of the Red Cup Review is brought to you by the Collector's Resource, and these guys claim to be the highest quality CGC and regular comic book frames there are on the market. But don't worry, us here at the Red Cup Review ain't letting these guys get off as easy as you think we are. Is this what you want to put on your shelves? I don't think so. But this, on the other hand, is actually very high-grade quality wood. It's done very nicely. It's got a nice sleek feel. This is one of my favorite parts about it. This is the CGC frame, by the way, how thin it is. So it's going to have a really nice, small profile against the wall. It's not going to be too bulky. We turn it around the back. It comes unassembled with these two pieces here. You just take yourself a screwdriver, you screw them into each side. You need yourself a Phillips head, and they kind of go down like that. When you put the CGC comic in, you do that, and it holds it nicely. Let's take a look right now and pop this sucker in and see what it's all about. You take your CGC comic, you put it in there, you put your little pins in on the side to hold it, and then bam, there you go. And what's really nice about this frame in particular, because I really like the CGC version of the frame, is that it's got like this this floating effect going on. You know, it's so tight and nice in there around the edges of the CGC frame comic itself that it gives the comic like this floating appearance. And that coupled with the low profile on the back it's going to look dynamite on your wall. It already comes in. You don't need to put extra pieces on the back here to hang it on your wall. You put a nail on the wall because it's not really that heavy. This is a pound, probably less, but it's just about a pound, maybe a pound and a half, the absolute most. You put your nail on the wall and you slide it right in, and it hangs just like that. So you're not really going to have to reinforce it with nothing too heavy. And that's pretty much it. Oh, how does it hold? There you go. It's not falling out the back. Now, this thing is just held in by those two little pins, and it's not falling out. Absolutely love this frame. I'm getting a bunch more of these to go down leading into my man cave, into the Fortress of Solitude right here. But let's check out the durability before we give it the cups it deserves. Okay, it's time for the durability test. Now, it's a little bit unfair because we are on a carpet, but we're in a basement, so there's cement under the carpet, so it should be all right. Take your CGC frame. How high are you going to hang it? You're going to hang it probably about eye level, right? And then just in case it falls off the wall and drops, look at that. Not a crack, not a scratch on it. And that, actually, I think it fell. That's a corner shot right there. So it ain't going to really fall no higher than that. I mean, let's see. Let's hold it up real high and drop it. Uh-oh. That sounded like it could have cracked. But did it crack? Is there a crack in it? There's not a crack in this bad boy, so it is very, very, very durable.
Okay, now stop smashing it against the wall.
All right, you son of a... These things come in at $19.99. Talk about affordability. Listen, guys, time is money. You want to walk around Michael's for 10 days trying to figure out what you can get? You want to go to a custom framing shop? No. You get one of these things right here, or 2 or 10 of them, for $19.99 a piece. Let's take a look at this fella right over here. Okay, this is a regular comic book holder, right? Now, I don't like this one as much. Why don't I like this one as much? Well, if you take a really close look, you could see, I believe it's over in this corner or in the other corner, that it's not even all the way around, right? Like the comic doesn't sit as flush and as tight as it does on the CGC ones, right? But comic books are in different shapes and sizes. Well, Collector's Resource, you guys need to realize that maybe you should make your frames in different sizes. This is pretty darn excellent. It has the same thing, same type of back. Oh, it has an all black back. So let's open it up and see how it actually sits. This is another problem I have with this one in particular. The comic just sits flat. So when you take your comic, you got to put it in here. This is an acrylic front, okay? That's not glass, it's acrylic. And you take your comic and you kind of lie it flat in there. But you see how it's kind of just free floating around? The problem lies in that what you got to do is you got to kind of like measure it up and eyeball it. And then you put the black back on. You kind of settle it in there, right? And then when you turn it around, you got to kind of look at it to judge to see how you like it sitting in the frame itself. And then if you don't like it because you kind of messed it up, you got to put it down, take it off, redo it again. So there's a lot of trial and error involved in this one in particular. Now, is this bad? No, it's not bad. It's actually very good. However, it needs to sit a little bit tighter, and it's a little bit more annoying. Now, I put this one together first, and this one impressed me and knocked my socks off so bad that when I got to this one, it was a little bit of a drop-off and disappointment. So, Collector's Resource, I'm not giving you a total of 5 cups. This This is probably the best CGC frame I've ever seen.
You've
And
been
I've seen a few
searching
of
for
them.
years.
I've been searching for years for these things. This is 5 cups. This is grade A, perfect. I just love the way the comic looks like it's floating there. So this is, when you do get this first, and you're like really flawed by it, and then you go to something like this, which is also very good, but because of those little nitpicks, I gotta be honest, this is getting a perfect 5 cup score from the Red Cup review, but the regular comic version, I'm only giving 4 cups to. Okay, like 3.75 to 4. It depends on if you guys get annoyed by taking this off the wall on and off and stuff like that. But it is easy to install and easy to do, so go check out the collector's resource. What did I do? What did I do with it? Here we go. The collector's resource. And there you go. I'll have the information in the description below. Thanks to Geekstronomy. Thanks to the LairOnline.net. This is Rob Banks, and this has been the Red Cup Review. Go out and get yourself some comics to put on your walls, will you? Decorate your man cave.